What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. There's a lot that we need to talk about, so let's do this. The first thing I want to talk about is Cyntoia Brown, a young woman who was convicted as a teenager for shooting a man who picked her up while she was a victim of sex trafficking. Now, she must remain in prison for 51 years before she is eligible for release, said by the Tennessee Supreme Court on Thursday. Now, the court's opinion was in response to a lawsuit that argues that Brown's life sentence is unconstitutional due to a 2012 ruling by the Supreme Court that said that mandatory life sentence without parole for juveniles violates the U.S. Constitution. Now, Brown was 16 years old when she lived in 2004 when she killed real estate agent Johnny Allen, who was 43 years old at the time. Uh, and during that time, Brown had to run away from home and was living with her 24-year-old boyfriend, a pimp known as Cutthroat, and who raped her and faced her into prostitution, according to Brown's lawyers. Now, according to the court documents, Allen solicited Brown for sex, then he brought her back to his home and into his bed. Now, Brown thought that Allen was reaching for his gun to shoot her, so she grabbed the gun herself from her purse, actually, and she shot him first. Now, she was tried as an adult, convicted of first-degree murder, felony murder, and especially aggravated robbery, and was sentenced to life in prison for Allen's death. Now, Tennessee Supreme Court on Thursday said that under the state's law, defendants like Brown, who was convicted of first-degree murder after July 1st, 1995, can only be released from prison after serving at least 51 years of their sentence. That is so fucked up on so many levels. Now, Brown described her life sentence as a cruel and unusual punishment, pointing to the 2012 Supreme Court ruling on the mandatory life sentence without parole for juveniles. And after, the court made this decision, Brown's advocates pointed out how white men and women who committed crimes are handed a lighter sentence than people of color. And this is true because if you look at Brock Turner, he raped, he's a rapist, and he was sentenced to 6 months in jail, but he only served 3 months. And then on this recent story, I don't know if you guys know about this, about a former Baylor student by the name of Jacob Walter Anderson, who was accused of raping a girl at a fraternity party. Now, when you think, he's going to go to jail for a certain amount of time. No, he's not going to jail because the judge took a plea bargain from him. So he's out there, he's scot-free, but apparently he only has to pay $400 and he has to talk to a therapist and everything along the way. And that is really fucked up. This young lady, she is defending herself, and people are assuming different. She's going to be missing Christmas. She's going to be missing New Year's. She's going to be missing her birthday. She will be missing prom, going to college, all these kind of things because she's in jail. And this is truly fucked up. This is how fucked up our justice system is. You can see what is going on. If I'm going out there, I walk out there and, I push somebody on accident, oh, that's life sentence. However, but if I was, say, white or so, and I push somebody accidentally, oh, it's all good. Now, no, I'm not trying to be racist or anything. I'm just saying this is a lot going on here, people. You see, people is like, oh, racism isn't going on, blah, blah, blah. It is still going on in 2018. And it will still go on in 2019. And so on and so forth. This is ridiculous. Cyntoia Brown is a young woman who shouldn't have to be brought in, who shouldn't have to go through any of this. And this is utterly ridiculous and utterly sad on the justice system's behalf. The next thing I want to talk about is about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is a good actor. He's a great comedian. He is a great father to his kids, and he's a great husband to his wife. And he was supposed to be the 2019 Academy Awards host. Now, Kevin Hart was announced as Oscar host on December 4th. However, afterwards, controversial jokes and everything regarding LGBTQ slurs from Hart's past began to resurface. And after initially refusing to apologize, Kevin Hart went and said, he's sorry, and, he confirmed that he would not be hosting, as this would be a distraction to the show at large. Now, you wonder, Kevin Hart, what he's tweeting and everything, he's going all the way back to like 2009, 2010. Now, you may think, oh, Kevin Hart, Kevin Hart is the only person that, has done this and everything. No, he's not, because Nick Cannon, another, comedian, actor, husband, father, that kind of thing, he's actually helping out Kevin Hart, because Nick Cannon is showing support to Kevin Hart via Twitter by reposting tweets from female comics from Amy Schumer, Sarah Silverman, and Chelsea Handler that are similar to Kevin Hart's tweets. And in fact, they go all the way back to 2009, 2010, and she, Sarah Silverman, she posted on, she was saying like in 2010, she said, "I don't mean to be a hateful way, but the new Bachelorette's a fag." And in a tweet from 2012 on Amy Schumer, she says, "Enjoy Skyfall, fags." There's so much, so much and everything else along the way. And then Cannon went on and he put on Chelsea Handler. This is what a fag bird looks like when he flexes. So Cannon's, retweets or reposts was not to distract, or drag the female comics, but to question as to why so much backlash was going on towards Kevin Hart, where it's not going on to like these female comics and everything else along the way. So it's kind of interesting, in a way, because Cannon's overall point seems to be that comics should not be silent or politically correct in their jokes, and I agree with that. There's a lot going on. I've done some things. I've said some things probably in the past, and if I become famous and everything, people gonna bring that up, and I'm gonna go, I actually did say that, and I do apologize. I'm an idiot for saying that, but at the same time, we're all people who make mistakes, and we shouldn't be dwelling on the past, but we should actually be going on towards the future and making a difference in that future. You see what I'm saying? We shouldn't be bringing Kevin Hart down because of this. We should be rising, encouraging him to be the Academy Awards host and, letting him have his fun and everything else on the way. But, this is how we live. People like to criticize other people as well, and there's a lot to bear with. The last thing I want to talk about is, I don't know what's going on in the UK with this whole Brexit vote, but damn, y'all, like seriously, whoa. I mean, Prime Minister Theresa May pulled, a vote on her Brexit deal, throwing the whole UK plan to leave the European Union. It just basically went into chaos when she had this whole thing through Parliament. Now, MPs will now have to wait until January 21st of 2019 to vote on the government's belligerent deal. And May announced this in the House of Commons on Monday afternoon. And she said, if we went ahead and had the vote tomorrow, then the deal will be rejected by a significant margin. And she went on saying, "We will therefore defer the vote scheduled for tomorrow and not proceed to divide the House at this time." Adding to this whole deal with the no deal Brexit. Now, when she announced this, she also announced that she was planning to meet with European leaders as well as leaders of the European Council and Commission ahead of Thursday summit in Brussels. Now, as the Prime Minister made this statement, the British pound dropped to its weakest level since June of 2017, which was falling to like 1.2622, like, I don't know, but it's weird, there's a lot going on. And, May accepted there was going to be concern among MPs about the whole Northern Irish backstop policy aimed to avoiding a return to border checks between the British province and Ireland. This is just a lot to bear, y'all. I live in the U.S. I would love to live in the UK because here in the US it's just crazy chaos and everything else along with it. But her antics, however, both support the Brexit and its opponents have rejected the whole open-ended backstop, which would require Britain to accept the European Union rules indefinitely and long after it gives up, say in the draft in them. Now, again, there is a lot with this whole Brexit vote and everything, along with the UK, along with Ireland, the European Union, all this kind of stuff. It's just madness, and there is a lot to go on with. I have no idea. I'm trying to read as much as I can on this, but there is a lot to be taken on this. But hopefully, in their good run, it's something good will happen out of it, and who knows what's going to happen, but hopefully something good. But with that being said, I want you guys to tell me what is on your minds about this whole Brexit vote, about what you think about Kevin Hart, about what you think Nick Cannon, defending him and everything along the way, about Cyntoia Brown or anything else along the way. Also, if you're going out to see Spider-Man this weekend, let me know how it is. It's real cool. Let me know about anything else you got on your mind, okay? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let people know I'm out there for you guys because I'm always out there getting the good word and making sure you guys have the good word. And whenever you subscribe, hit that little bell so you know I have a video going out, alright? But with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I love you guys. Peace out.